My name is Mike Nickerson. I'm a Saskatchewan Research Chair in the area of protein quality utilization. My research program really focuses on taking the plant proteins from our crops or byproducts or co-products and finding value-added uses out of them. Working a lot with the Crop Development Center, we do a lot of work on protein quality and looking at properties of the crops and new varieties coming out and how can we use them in the ingredient industry. We do a lot of work on dry and wet fractionation, and this is really important in the province because a lot of industry investment and infrastructure, how can we support that research and growth in that area? And we do a lot of work on ingredient modifications. So we take these pulses or oilseed proteins and how can we then tailor them through processing for certain applications, whether it's a beverage or a salad dressing or a baked good, right? So we look at how can we take those ingredients and improve that marketability of those crops. We do a lot of work on plant-based foods, so developing a lot of the innovations, whether it's vegan egg or non-dairy milks, tempeh or other products. How can we then utilize those ingredients to push those into the marketplace? Another area that's really big is interacting a lot with industry. A lot of my day is spent talking to companies, talking to collaborators, and how can we move the research into the marketplace? How can we address the needs that are emerging in the field? I take a two-pronged approach. Ultimately, we want to create more demand for farmers and growing more crops and create new markets for that. So I look at two areas or two sectors. One is the ingredient sector, so the secondary processors in the province or in Western Canada. How can we then take those crops and process them into ingredients, whether it's flours, concentrates, or isolates for the food or feed industry? And then focus on quality, nutrition, and functionality of those ingredients. The second prong approach is looking at these plant-based foods. So where can we then use those ingredients and showcase them in different markets or sectors, whether it's non-dairy milks or other things, and make those products better with the notion that they're going to then create increased demand for those ingredients, which will then increase demand for the farmers. Probably my biggest funder is the Saskatchewan Agriculture Development Fund. They've given me a lot of funding over the years that allow me to address a huge range of issues facing industry as it relates to plant protein ingredients. So the bulk of the money has come through that program. That ADF funding is essential for that longer term research questions to help push the sector further along rather than an individual company.